What's going on, guys? Cyn for the win here. We are back with our franchise mode as the Winnipeg Jets. 33, 26, and 5 here at the deadline, holding on to a wild card spot and more than likely not going to lose it, even if we get that second one. The question kind of is, do we kind of go for a rental? Do we do that? Don't know. A rental is it's kind of out of the question. You know, we looked around for some stuff. Now, someone did mention that Little has a pretty bad, he has a pretty bad contract. Yeah, not the greatest of contracts there for Little. Might want to seek to move that eventually. But yeah, there really isn't much we could do here about the center situation. As much as I would have liked to have got like a center sniper or something, there just wasn't much available on the blocks around the league. Defensively as well, I don't really know how we can improve upon that. We can get one guy who's maybe around where Pionk is, but it's tough. There wasn't a whole lot available. We can look one more time for some defensemen, but I think the best bet is to kind of trade some of our prospect assets who we don't think are going to become what we want and try to capitalize on how deep these first initial drafts are. And who I mean by that are a couple of guys sitting in the AHL, Green and Stanley. These two guys especially. Neither of them are really going to get up to a true top 4. Maybe if they do, they're like 82, maybe 83. I think that is their max. And with that kind of value, I would rather get some kind of a pick back. So I'm going to say put these two guys into a trade, and we're going to pursue a pick that's kind of has a chance to, Calgary's in the playoffs, so I don't necessarily want to grab theirs. Pacific Division's dangerous to trade into. On the other hand, though, a team like Dallas wouldn't be too bad. They're willing to give up this pick. They don't want either of these guys, but Dallas right now struggling to be in a playoff spot, I believe. And that pick would go through. Let me just double check where they're at. But they're 30, 28, and 4. And they are 4 points out of the playoff spot. However, 2 games in hand. So it's still kind of dangerous. Trading to them, they could make it to the playoffs, still have a really good end of the season. So it's still risky. Other teams we could maybe do that with. Flyers, Blue Jackets, those sort of guys. Maybe slightly safer option, especially considering the gap between the Met and the Atlantic. So the Metro, let's say Flyers are maybe a target here. And they might want a couple of those guys, and they might be willing to give up that first. They're looking to be a pretty decent team by this point. They are listed as a contender. So I think maybe the Flyers are the ones to pursue that sort of pick from. So we'll go for that. That looks like maybe a bit too much value, but we'll see. They don't want either Green or Stanley. That's going to make it even tougher. Although it is league approved, the value I don't think is quite there. But let's see what they say to this. I would love to get a pick like this. A chance for a lottery pick, a mid-first pick could really get us. It's pretty much guaranteed to get us an elite if this is somewhere within 10 to 15. Almost 100% guaranteed to get ourselves an elite. And if it goes into the top 10, yeah, even better. So let's see what they say to that. They do accept it. You know what? I think that's a fine trade right there. Now, don't worry about that. This is just line changes, but it's because of my AHL that we're going to have to make those moves. Those are guys who, in my opinion, we could easily afford to lose because they're not amazing. We still got Bufflin. Any of these guys have any bit of value or any bit of growth? 70, nope. How about Schilling? Nope. Let's keep looking a bit. 70 at 20. You know what? I might put him in there. Yeah, you know what? Let's put him in there. He's got a bit. Oh, he's a righty, so do that. And nope. And no. So now it's just the better one. Whoever's the better one. So maybe this guy. I don't know. Some name. There we go. But get this guy. Now, he is only 70 potential. He's below 70 overall, but he can maybe be a depth guy in the future. Just give him a chance. Give him a chance. Nothing wrong with giving him a chance there. All right, so that is that. We might even be able to get some kind of a rental. Now, I don't know. What we got for picks now is pretty good. We have 2 firsts, a second, third, 5 and a 6. No 4, no 7. And that's okay for this first year. You want to draft in those first couple rounds. It's pretty unlikely you get stuff a bit later on. I don't think we have any more kind of spare value to throw around. I mean, if we could somehow get rid of Little and grab something, I just don't see how that's going to happen. And I mean, he's got some decent value, but that contract's pretty bad. I don't know many teams wanting to go for that. We'll look around. Maybe we could do like a trade to hit 2 birds with 1 stone. Maybe get an upgrade and such. But I don't know. Center-wise, we already saw there wasn't much. And the value, it just wasn't there. So the best option was, if we had spare value, it would be to go for a defenseman, I think. We're not going to be able to move that Little contract this year and still have a solid playoff performance team. I don't want to, make us miss the playoffs here. If we miss, we miss. But I'm not going to go out of my way to do that. Definitely not. I think we got a chance here. We're a playoff team. We're not a, hey, let's make ourselves miss the playoffs type team. Definitely not. Now, there's a couple of these kind of top 6 sort of dudes. I could throw them in there. We could look for some sort of a rental defense. Plenty of these guys, honestly. And I wouldn't mind giving up some of these guys. These guys can be kind of dime a dozen, especially later on, and I honestly would not mind getting rid of some of these guys. So, 3 unsigned prospects on the defensive end. Does anyone have a defenseman that they want to give up and need some prospects? No one wants any. Actually, it's probably better because they're all about the same sort of role, and I'm sure we'll get told that by a team if we try to send them all through and they're all on the block, so all right, what do we got here? Let's just look around at defensemen. If we can get some kind of rental defenseman here, like Alec Martinez, 2 years left, unfortunately. If I can make him retain, it would maybe work, but that's really tight. That would work. And he is solid. We would be within the cap. It is an extra year, but to get him to retain, only paying $2 million for him, maybe, might be a thing. I don't know. That's going to be tough. Let's see what they say to it. No, just not up to snuff. All right, so not Alec Martinez. Let's look around a bit more. Any defenseman here in Edmonton? Russell, but he's got like a few years left. Yeah, same kind of story with Russell. Not exactly what we're after. Look at Detroit's record, man. What is this? Seriously? Look at that crap. Why though? Like, how are they? That's a bit interesting. Dallas probably won't really want to trade with us. Here's one that could, but they have pretty. Yeah, they don't want to give anyone up, unfortunately. I don't know if we're gonna find too many availabilities here, but we're gonna look around because there's Brody, but he will have a year left, which is great, but that's just too much value. Too much value. And it is league approved. Way too much value though. I don't really see a way to make this work unless I threw something else in, and I'm actually going to retain to be safe too. Or make them retain. That's going to be real. We need another pretty sizable piece going back the other way. I just don't know if we have it. I mean, we got Comrie, but is now the time to ship Comrie off? I don't know. We do have a couple backups we can just kind of hand it to. He is extended for another year. It's interesting. He is pretty solid, but backup's kind of a dime a dozen. I mean, I don't know. I don't know about that. Not right now, I don't think. Let's see what I know they're not going to accept that. I just want to see what they say. If they're obviously we're not even close. I'll see if maybe we have like one other kind of sort of Unsigned prospect with a tiny bit of value who we don't really see ourselves using. I don't think so. That looks like it's it. There's a top. You don't trade that guy. Definitely not. That's not someone you trade, especially at his age and overall and stuff. 63 at 18. No, you hold on to that for sure. Yeah, it would have to be Comrie, and even then it might not go through. We could go into the future for picks, but I don't want to do that, especially in these first few years. So I don't think we're going to be getting... Oops, that rental. I removed the wrong person. I do want to keep looking. Any sort of upgrade would be good. So let's keep looking around here. And it's, again, kind of have to be from a team who's not doing so hot, but none of these guys still want to give up their defenseman. Pretty tough. There's not Siegenthaler. Merrill, there's some value from Merrill. Now, he could be like an 82. He's got 1 year left, and that's a very affordable price. That value's right where it... Okay. Was it going to be like an 82? That's a slight upgrade. Worth giving up those 3 prospects? You could argue maybe not, but how many of those guys are realistically going to be a top 6 type guy? Don't know. Merrill is an option. I'll keep that in mind in Vegas. Merrill. But that's not the end-all be-all yet. Oh, hello. Shattenkirk on the block. Might not be too bad. The value, I'm not too sure about. Not horrible. Value-wise is a bit close, though. No one there in San Jose. Okay, those are actual prospects. Let me go by overalls here. That's a bit easier. Borieski. Not a whole lot here. Boychuk, nope. Not really an upgrade. Vatanen's an upgrade, but another kind of defensive guy. Is he someone we want to pick up? He's got that 1 year left. It's another sort of offensive guy, but he's on the block and the value much closer. And if we get him to retain... Was he extended? Hold on. I don't know if I checked. Hold on. I think I did check, but yeah, he's not extended. Okay, good. So we'd have to get them to retain, which makes this tougher. I don't know if this is really going to work. I'd love to hit 2 birds with 1 stone, get ourselves a pick, as well as kind of get a rental guy. This might work. Sami Vatanen. That would give us a bit more flexibility. And a veteran presence back there. What do they say to this? Quite far off. Okay, not exactly close enough. They're saying quite far off. That's too much for us to do. We don't have that much value, right? So really, I think Merrill's the guy if we're going to do it. Martinez, 2 years left, I don't like. So I think Merrill's, it's not a big upgrade, but it's a bit of an upgrade, right? So do we go for it, or do we hold on to those guys? Merrill in there. That'll easily go through. I can hold on to one of them. Which one do I want to hold on to? You are 2065, 1957, 64, 20. I guess we'll hold on to him. Velati. That should go through. We might actually be able to grab another pick back. I wonder if I could... No, they don't want to give up second. They're not even want to give up the third. They don't really want to give up picks. Bit unfortunate for us. So you know what? Would it go through one for one? Let's try to hold on to one. Probably not. Let's hold on to him. No, definitely not. It would have to be 2 of them. So all right. Let's do that. Let's go back and throw in Chris Holm. You know what I am? I feel like I'm getting ripped off, so... You know, they had Stastny on the block. But that's going to be too much money. Yeah, oh my goodness. Terrible. Kind of thinking I can get, like, some other depth guy, some other depth... I don't know. That doesn't seem like a great idea. Let me get, like, a future pick. Like a 4 or something from a few years from now. Just because that's when those kind of can turn into elites and such. Not so much in these first few years. But definitely more so in these later ones. So let's grab a 4th from a few years from now, just so I'm not getting ripped off as hard. Quite far off in value. I might not even be able to get that. Might have to match the block. But I'm still going for a pick from a few years from now to look for those low elites. Not particularly. It might, and again, it might not go through because of what they're after. So you know what? Let's just say go through straight up. I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, again, that's, wow. They're not interested, and we're not where we need to be, apparently, according to them, value-wise. I disagree, but all right. I guess I can throw in the third one. No. I think I'm going a little too over the top. I think this is not 100% necessary. I don't think we're going to be a cup-winning team right now. I'd rather hold on to those guys and maybe use them at the draft to move up for something that I really want. I think that's a smarter bet with them, rather than kind of going for a rental who would improve our defense, but I don't think it would be the difference between us getting to the Cup Finals or whatever. And yeah, let's not do that. I think that'll be the end of our trade deadline right here. Yeah, let's do it. Let's continue on. Let's finish this year off. Hope for a good conclusion. Hope we don't fall out of the playoffs. That'll look pretty bad. But, I mean, if we do, we'll get a pretty damn good... Oh, my God. Okay, at least he's not out for too long. But, of course, our best defenseman goes down with an injury after we don't trade for a defenseman. Had to be like that, didn't it? I guess Peteto's just going to sub in. It's not for too long. It's just for a few games. Wow, that's a +5 for Pionk and Peteto. Apparently, they're happy together. So, there we go. Let's do that. All right, few wins right here. It looks like we're pretty much guaranteed to be a playoff team if we, continue on with those dubs. Morrissey is back. Let's put him back in there. Very interesting how Peteto and Pionk get a +5 right there. 2 assists, +1 in 6 games played. Not bad. Yeah, Pionk doing great. That's cool. All right, let's put Morrissey back in, though. Still a +1, still good. Obviously not a +5, but what can you do? All right, we beat Vegas again, 38, 26, and 5. We're doing really good here at the end. Was he? I don't even know where he was. Nogier. Here? Maybe? Was he a defenseman? Yep. And he had value on him. I'd take it. Not much. Huh. I'll probably just keep in Poolman, I guess, unless there's something else I'm missing. But yeah, I'll just keep it like it is. Tough loss right there, but again, we're in the first wild card spot still. A couple losses in a row. We're 4 points ahead of the Blues, a bunch ahead of the Stars. So it probably would have been safe to trade for that Stars pick, but we went for the safer option. Vesalainen is injured a lot. I'm not too sure that I like that. He might be a bit of a trade asset. I don't like that he's getting injured. That's his 3rd injury this year? And we're going to expect him to come up and be a top 6 contributor? I don't know. A little hesitant right now with Vesalainen. He could be a guy we trade to improve that defensive core. Always, who got injured? Morrissey again! Terrific! Alright, well... Potato, have fun. Get that +5 again. Now we're getting some tough injuries here. But that's alright. Yeah. Mild concussion. Okay, I have to hit this and then exit out again. A lot of injuries this first year. I do have the Flyers set to the correct amount. That's not good. A lot of losses in a row now. Winnipeg sort of struggling here. Alright, you know what? We're going to scout some of these guys now, even though I know what they are. Just gonna act like I don't, because that's the polite thing to do here. Because with that one pick, we might have some good stuff up here. A lot of those guys already being scouted. Holloway. Oh, yeah, I forgot to... Damn it. There's also that Stutzel guy. So, yeah, pretty much we'll have some really good picks here. I am going to scout most of the first round at this point because we're getting towards the end of the year. What? Oh, he must... Oh, yeah, he must be in Allsvenskan. I don't have a scout there because they're useless there after the first 2 years. No one appears in that league. No computer-generated guys come in that league. So most of these guys are already being scouted. Might be the scouting glitch because, you know, this game is perfect and not broken in any way, shape, or form. Xander Eberle. What a name. All right, now we will go to looking at some low elites here. Oh, hold on. Who's that guy? High. I mean, if he should be a high top 6 if it's correct. He's got 2 ticks, but don't know if that's 100% correct. But definitely worth scouting if that is going to be the case. Oh, that guy's not being scouted. All right, let's scout a couple of these guys just because. All right, let's go down to the low elites here. See what we can see. We have 2 confirmed. That's huge. Ooh. Oh, yeah, that's one of... Oh, they're both members. Damn it. I was like... And the Rev is a gem, apparently. All right, let's scout some of these guys, because I'm still hoping to find others. Oh, yeah, our C is the best we got for Russia. Sanford being scouted, Camilleri being scouted. This Dufour guy's real, so he's not going to be anything. I already clicked on him, though, so might as well. These guys, probably not much of anything. On the other hand, these ones here, a chance to perhaps be top 6. They're kind of within that range. You never know. So, worth scouting, for sure. Him, not so much. Mercer, yes. I really want to get as much info as we can here. Especially with some of these seconds. We do have a second. It won't be too early, but we can move it up. Like I said, with some of those top 6 guys, or top 6 defenseman guys we have. Definitely a good chance to kind of shift up here. All right, let's skip the rest of them. Only one of those. That guy could be elite. Emile Andre. I mean, yeah, he's within that range. There's other elites around here. Hextall, not so much. Already being scouted as well. Any more potential lows? Not really. He's listed as a bust. I'm going to scout him anyway. Scout him anyway. All right. Let's see. Any 2-tick possible elites? Nope. None at all. Except for you. I doubt he's... no, he's a finished guy in the juniors, so he's definitely not computer generated. So there it is. Hopefully our scouts go to work here. Morrissey's back now. Good. Hopefully no more injuries. But Potato has done good when he's needed to step in there. It's good to know that you get a +5 from him being on that top unit. That's pretty nice. Tough loss again. Not a huge fan of these reg losses towards the end of the season, but we're maintaining. Vesalainen is back once again from injury. Get him training in the offseason to get a bit tougher, huh? Up to 76 now. Did he start at 74 or was he always at 76? Yeah, he's built pretty well. All right, keep her going here. Finish off the year. Nice shutout there against Nashville. Good team in the Avalanche. We lose to them in OT, and we actually might have secured 3rd in our division. No, we drop back down to the wild card. We're still bouncing back and forth. We get a win. If we get 3rd, which we do, we're taking on the Blackhawks and on the road. So not too shabby. Good end of the season. Couple tight wins in there. A big win against a divisional opponent. Not that we were going to knock them off, but getting those points, still very good. Gave us a bit of a better seeding in this playoff. All right, so not a bad end to the season. We made the playoffs 45-31-6. Scheifele was above point per game. Looking good. And we had 3.06 goals for per game, 2.72 goals against. Not too bad. Power play, kind of an issue, though. Not too good of a power play. Might have to look at that for the playoffs, but we'll leave it as it is for now because it's not horrible. And this, again, we don't have too many options yet. We don't have a ton of depth. Penalty kill is very good, though. Not touching that. Good home record, good away record. Last 10, 6-3-1. How did we stack up compared to the rest of the league? Goals for-wise, not even in the top 10. Close, but yeah, not close enough. Goals against, 6th. Not too bad. 6th. 6th in the NHL. Good at keeping the puck out of the net. Power play, however, not in the top 10 either. Middle of the pack. Yeah, middle of the pack power play. Penalty kill. 6th. So good defense, struggling a bit on offense. Kind of surprising good defense. You probably have to attribute a lot of that to Connor Hellebuck back there, but that's why you need those elite goalies. Good for him. So yeah, not too bad. And we are a playoff team. So that's the important part here. All right, so Scheifele, 86 points, 59 assists. Laine was a 40-goal scorer, 74 points only, though. You kind of hope for him to be point per game. 74 points for Wheeler with 50 assists. Kyle Connor, nice, 69 points. Ehlers with 62. Then a pretty steep drop-off. No one else at 50 points. Little as a second liner, not hitting 50 points with power play time. Not ideal. Perreault, not too bad on that power play, man. 41 points. Lowry did pretty good as well. And a lot of minuses in that bottom 6. So that's something to maybe be concerned about and something to fix going forward. Not a whole lot of point scores on the back end, especially when you consider Pionk is an OFD. He's got what it takes, but he didn't really put up the points. He did have power play time as well, so a bit interesting. He was in the second unit, sure, but you'd think maybe he would be able to put up a bit more. Not so much the case here. Goaltenders, yep, Hellebuck, good for him, and Brossoit was pretty solid as the backup. However, he didn't get the amount of points we needed out of him. He only had 20 points in 21 games played, so a bit behind in that regard, but can't really hate the stats. Nice games played for Hellebuck, and pretty good stats there. Also nice on that. My goodness, Hellebuck, you're just a meme factory. Is there a 420 anywhere in here? No, but he did get an assist. Good on you, Hellebuck. All right, let's check out the league now and see who was on top of the world at points scoring wise. I could have went the other way. We'll get used to that. What? No one hit 100 points? I got to check the settings after this because it's Marchand. Oh, the whole NHL is completely happy about him being the lead. Why is only one guy at 100? Not what? That is very interesting. You usually don't see this. I am actually very surprised. Extremely surprised. I've never seen this. I'm gonna have to double check the stats, my settings, because I'm interesting. Yeah, but we saw the goals for all these teams. Yeah, they're pretty high up there. Maybe just a bit of an anomaly year right there. All right, goal leader. Anyone even hit 50? No, Ovi got 49 with 84 points. Assist leader would be Larkin with nice 69 points. Plus minus leaders here. Looks like the Boston Bruins are pretty good. Look at Scheifele up there, though. Not too bad. All right, who's the shooters? Probably Ovechkin with the best shooting. Actually, no, it was Sagan with the best shooting percentage with 90 points, 48 goals. Who is the most clutch here? Maybe have to give that to Mantha. 36 goals and 9 game winners. Pretty good. Power play goal leader would be Marchand with 17. Power play point totals. Tavares with 36. Deadly power play over there in Toronto. And we'll check out the defensive stats. Probably a battle between Bergeron and O'Reilly. But Crosby putting his name in the hat for sure. Bergeron got the... Oh, it's got to be Bergeron. If they gave it to O'Reilly, I would be mad. It's got to be Bergeron. If it's O'Reilly, they're out of their fucking minds. Maybe because he hits more, that's it. But, like, in that case, give it to Crosby. Yeah. No, I think it's got to be Bergeron. That face-off percentage is so good. Combined with his good plus-minus and his defensive stats. Yeah, he might not hit as much, but you got to give it to him in that situation. So, Selke, definitely going to a Bergeron there, in my opinion. Defensively, John Carlson leading the way. Defenseman, 74 points and a -2. You love to see it. Shea Weber with 69 points. Nice, number 1. Number 2, what? Bit of a resurgence here late in his career for Shea Weber, plus 33 as well. You know, if I had to choose a Norris winner, it'd be Shea Weber. Honestly, I mean, he's got the plus-minus. He's got the points up there. Time on it, his time on ice per game. Hits good. Blah. All right, his ratio isn't as good as like Carlson and doesn't have as many. Hilariously, doesn't have. Wait, Shea Weber doesn't have as many hits as John Carlson? Okay, game. Take your word for it. Weird year here. Very interesting. Let's check the goalies here. Go up to 50 games played. And, oh, hi, Peter Mrazek. You're pretty dang good stats. Yikes. Dubnyk. Probably have to be a tie between them. Yeah, actually, you'd have to give Dubnyk the edge there. Look at that. He's got better stats. He played more games. Bobrovsky up there, but I think if you're given a tie, it's got to be Mrazek and Dubnyk. Now, Mrazek is injured, so maybe he missed time with injury. So I'd say Mrazek and Dubnyk are the guys, for sure. I think the gap between save percentages is just too much to include any of these guys. Yeah, Bobrovsky's got the goals against, but that is more of a team stat, in my opinion. Yeah, Dubnyk faced over 200 more shots in 3 games played extra. So, there's that. Yeah, I'd say Dubnyk, Mrazek as a tie there. Good job, Tendies. Let's check the rooks here. Quinn Hughes, much to the chagrin of Avs fans, 60 points for Quinn Hughes. He'll be winning that Calder ahead of Makar, who only got 52. Not a better plus minus, but, all right. Oh, man. Let the war in the comment section begin. I did see yesterday on Twitter someone call Cale Makar a generational talent, and I had to laugh to myself. Can we all agree that we throw around the word generational way too often? In my opinion, there's only one generational young talent in the league today, and that's Connor McDavid. Is Cale Makar, he's elite. Franchise, possibly? Yes. But generational? Come on, guys. Come on now. Yeah, so pretty clearly Makar getting that Calder. No, probably no. There's usually. Oh, hello. Okay, Nedeljkovic only that many games played. Blackwood thrust into that starting role. Not the greatest of numbers. Thatcher Demko, pretty decent. And then Nedeljkovic, though. Pretty good numbers when he needed to play. It wasn't too often. Oh, yeah. He got brought up because of injury, and of course, he's like 75 overall, so why wouldn't he sim like a god? Of course. Low overall goalies are the way to go. Unless it's on your team. All right, so before we start looking to the playoffs, I need to double check. I'm pretty sure I got all my stats right, but I'm a little worried now because those point totals are very low. No one even hitting 100 points. But, I mean, dude, I'm almost positive I fixed everything. Yep, attribute effects cranked all the way up. Injury occurrence cranked all the way down. It's just a weird year. All right, cool. Well, I'll leave it then. I got my correct stats. It's the stats that gave Sagan 140 points in our other franchise, so not changing it. Or the settings, I should say. So we're taking on Chicago here in the first round of the postseason. We'll see what they have to offer us. Then this weird Chicago's like, it was just a weird year. Calgary's in the playoffs, Chicago's in the playoffs. Calgary probably made it to the playoffs as a sub 500 team. And this team is a playoff team. Like, what? Come on now. DeBrincat, Strome, Kane, Saad, Taves, Nylander. We might actually beat them, but they had a good regular season. They have a good defensive core, better than ours. And, of course, oh, yeah, they got Lehner and that's right. They have a weird dual kind of setup here. So either one of those goalies is going to be pretty good to face. This is going to be a tight team. I don't know if we'll be able to score goals against them. We weren't exactly an offensive dynamo during the regular season, and when you got someone like Kane up there to DeBrincat, it can be pretty dangerous. So we'll have to see what'll happen here. Only one way to find out. Let's get into the sim. First of all, let's compare them to us. I mean, we saw their depth might not be there. Our depth definitely isn't there. I'd say they still beat us out in that top 6 in some ways. Defensively, they got us beat. Goaltender, we might have a slight edge, but Hellebuck's going to have to bring it. He's going to have to stand on his head. Because our, I don't know if we're going to be a big scoring type team here. Only one way to find out. Let's get into it. Round 1 of the playoffs are about to get underway against Chicago. They have the home ice advantage. Game 1. Can we get off to a good start here? Let us see. 2-0 loss. Can't score. Hellebuck did his best. There might have even been an empty netter in there, but when you can't score, it's not good. 1-0 series. Game 2 on the road. Can we get a W here? 4-2 victory. That's what we needed. Even the series up at 1 game apiece. Game 3 on home ice now. In front of something center. I forget. Whatever. Winnipeg. The place with no airport. Game 3. Game 3. Okay, that's a Manitoba player. Let's hurry up here. Come on now, game. Not trying to fix all this. Wait, no, I was trying. Oh, who was I putting in here? Like, what was I even? I'll just put Emile Poirier in. I don't know. Shove someone in there. Who cares? We win in overtime, a 5-4 victory. We're finding a way to score. And that's what we need, a huge win there in Game 3 to take a 2-1 series lead. Can we take the 3-1 here in Game 4 on home ice? The whiteout is in full effect. Winnipeg, let's go. No, a 3-2 win for Chicago to knot that series up at 2 games apiece. It's a best of 3 now as we approach Game 5 on the road, a pivotal game here in Chicago at the United Center. Come on, Winnipeg, we need a huge win here. 4-3 victory, and we got it. 1 win away from ending the series in Game 6 on home ice. The whiteout, the fans are here. Come on now. We got this. Let's go, Winnipeg. Let's advance to that second round. Come on, Winnipeg. A loss in overtime, and we've disappointed the home ice fans twice in a row now with 2 3-2 losses. This one a heartbreaker in overtime. And Game 7 has been forced in Chicago. They're going to be cheering for that anthem and cheering till the final buzzer. Let's see, Winnipeg. What can we do here in Game 7? Let's go. All right, first period starts off with a power play for Chicago. Unable to capitalize on it. Winnipeg coming back, but taking another penalty. Discipline a factor, but Adam Lowry, perhaps a shorty? No, I don't think so, but Mata ties the game up at 1 in Chicago. Over 10 shots just halfway through this period. It's a tie game. Winnipeg, though, maybe being a bit outplayed by the momentum of Chicago in their home ice. Can a late goal happen? No. 1-1 after 1. 15 shots to 9 in Chicago's favor. We're going to need a big second period here. Step on the gas, boys. Let's go. Second period, another power play. What are these refs? Where's ours? Where are the makeup calls? 3 power plays for Chicago, 0 for Winnipeg. 4 power plays for Chicago. The controversy starting. 5! What is happening here? Patrick Kane scores, and Winnipeg is getting absolutely fucked by these officials. Jonathan Toews with another one. The 2 big guys of Chicago. It's a 3-1 lead. 36 shots to 16. The wind is out of our sails. We can't even mount an attack. Unreal. How are you going to call the game like that, refs? 3-1. We need a huge third. Okay, guys, in the locker room, collect yourselves. But where's the fire? Come out there pissed because you guys have been screwed in this game so far. Chicago refs, what else is new? Let's go. Third period. Come on, Winnipeg. Start off good. Pour another power play. Yeah, why not? Why not, refs? And another goal. And this one was fixed from the beginning, it seems like. Geez, I mean, we didn't put up enough of an effort, but holy crap. Wait a sec. Wheeler, the captain, getting back into it. Another power play for Chicago. Wait a sec. Kulikov makes it a 1-goal game, and Winnipeg showing the sort of stick-to-itiveness they might need, but Zach Smith may put that out of reach, and he does. A valiant effort in the third period from Winnipeg, but 47 shots to 26. That is pretty skewed, and you gotta wonder what the fuck was going on here. What the hell? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 penalties on us. 0 for Chicago. Are you kidding me? NHL needs to investigate this. That is some bullshit. Unreal. Unreal, man. That is... Wow. What else can you say? Yeah, good job, Laner. You didn't have to really do much. That's a... We got boned, man. I'm going to say it. That's some bullshit. That is some... How the hell are you going to give 7 power plays to one team and 0 for another, dude? Unreal. Controversy. A chip on our shoulder now. Getting eliminated by the Blackhawks. Now, Hellebuck did his best. It wasn't on him. He faced a myriad of shots because, well, they had 7 freaking power plays. What else are we supposed to do? Captain led the way. I mean, we had a good playoffs. It just came down to... Wow. Like, yikes, though. Wheeler, 7 points. But then a fourth liner, Apton with 5. Little with 5. Ehlers with 5. Where's Laine? Oh, down there with 4. Where is Scheifele? Down there with 4. Not enough from our first line. Kyle Connor, only 4 points. Our first line needed to be better, and they simply weren't. Wheeler, though, great job. Appleton, out of nowhere. What a performance from him on that fourth line. Great job. Our depth, came through for us, and very, very unfortunate. That's just, what else can you say about that? That just sucks. Pionk had 1 point, was a -3. Not enough from Pionk there, dude. You're supposed to be an offensive defenseman. Not really seeing it from you. Goaltender. I mean, look at the save percentage and look at the goals against. I think that speaks for itself. Great job from Hellebuck. The save percentage is terrific. Goals against, on the other hand, not good. And that just comes down to our defensive core not being good enough, not able to limit the amount of chances. And Hellebuck just faced way too many shots throughout that series. Yeah, let's see. 266 shots against in 7 games. Let me do some quick maths to figure out how many shots we allowed per game here. 38 shots per game. That's the average, 38 shots per game. No, you can't do that. You can't do that to your goaltender in the playoffs. He did his best to keep us in it, but you cannot allow that many shots. Oh, poor Hellebuck. He did his best. Now we can see why we need that better defense. Definitely. And we need better offense, too. We didn't score enough when it counted, and we apparently need better discipline, or Gary Bettman needs to check himself and stop trying to make Chicago a thing. He already gave him the 3rd overall pick. And now we get into the playoffs, and he gives them some favorable refs in their home building. We're going to have a chip on our shoulders, Winnipeg. That's for sure. We will not forget this atrocity anytime soon. The story is made. The draft is up in the next episode. We're coming back with a vengeance. Get ready, guys. Get ready.